I don't know how to do intros, so this is the best I got. I'm going to be talking about Animal Crossing. It's a very passionate subject for me, and I feel the need to talk about it. You know, I could be using this outlet to talk about actual issues or something, but no, I'm using it for Animal Crossing. So as of recording this, Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch comes out in 35 days. Now, New Horizons was announced on September 18th, 2018 at the end of the Smash Bros. Direct, so that means I've been waiting for 514 days. 514 days. I deserve this, Nintendo. I deserve it. I feel like I mention it at least once a day. Like, I'll be talking to a friend or something, and I'm just like, man, I really want to play Animal Crossing, but I don't have to wait much longer, so I'm going to be going through some of the trailers and stuff that Nintendo has released, which, by the way, is not a lot, and talking about some of the stuff I'm excited for and stuff I hope we'll get. Okay, so E3 2019, that was when the first trailer came out, and it was kind of the first real information we got about the game since its announcement nearly 9 months prior. So for those 9 months, all we really had was a logo from the Smash Direct, and that's it. So when this trailer came out, everyone was super hyped. Okay, so first things first, the character models are so good. They look exactly what I was expecting, if not better. Nintendo did such an awesome job with the way this game looks, in my opinion. Alright, so what I've gathered is that the idea of this one, or at least in the beginning, is to gather materials that the island gives you and craft the things that you usually could just buy. I like the idea of being able to use the trees and rocks and stuff to get materials, which I believe is a new concept to this series. The concept of the deserted island in general I think is interesting. You're completely starting from scratch and building your own town from the ground up instead of being placed in a town and making it your own. I think this will allow for more customization, which I am all for. Speaking of customization, the character customization in this trailer has me so hyped. There's so much more diversity in what you can do with your character than there was in New Leaf. And they gave the animals sleeves! I am so proud of you, Nintendo! A few minor things that I can't really make points for, but I'd still like to mention is one, the fact that you can now put furniture outside, which is an actual dream. You can also make paths, which was such a hassle in New Leaf, and it looks so much easier now. I love you, Nintendo. I love you. Another thing, the trees and how they have so much movement really make me happy, and the water looks so amazing too. A lot of the visual elements with the scenery and weather have me really hyped. Oh, and since my town in New Leaf decided they didn't want to pay for my bridge, they don't even get one. You can just pole vault over the water now. Yeah, that's right. Suffer. Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Okay, the Nintendo Direct. This came out on September 4th, 2019, so pretty much a year after the original announcement and a couple months after E3. This one introduced the concept of Nook Miles, which is basically the game's second form of currency. But with this, you can exchange them for special items. Now with this, it's all going to depend on what the items are and how easy Nook Miles are to get. If you can get some actually good stuff with it, I have a feeling I'll be using it a lot. In the Direct, they also introduced the online function, which can apparently have up to 8 players. Now, do I have 8 friends that play Animal Crossing? No, but I will 100% be going to my friends' towns to annoy them 24/7. That is, if the online works the way it should. And I'm just saying, Nintendo sometimes has the tendency to not have the best online, so I'm not saying that it won't work, but there's a chance that it won't work the way it should. That's all I'm saying. You can also make flower crowns. Okay, finally we got Treehouse Live. Treehouse Live was also during E3, but I wanted to save this one for last because it is by far the most information we have in one place. If you want to go watch it, it's about 27 minutes long, and I'll leave the link. The Treehouse Live covers most of the things I've talked about so far, but goes more in depth and shows more than both of the trailers did. Okay, so something to mention is that when showing the inside of the tent, they brought back the half increments for moving furniture from Happy Home Designer, which all I'm going to say about it is yes. Again, more customization with this feature, which is a huge yes for me. I feel like Nintendo was pushing for more customization options with New Horizons, which is a change I'm definitely willing to get behind. This was also mentioned in previous trailers, but the inventory is slightly bigger. In New Leaf, you had 16 inventory spaces, while in New Horizons, you have 20. I know this was highly requested by fans because of just how easy it was to fill up those 16 spaces, so I'm glad we've got that extra 4. In this, they also showed off more of the multiplayer options. You can now hand over a controller to a friend and you can play together. As far as I know, the max for this option is 4 players, which was more than I was expecting. With this option, you can speed up making a lot of the crafting projects. In the trailer, for example, they made a log bench and a campfire by working together to collect the wood. I think this is a cool idea. Since the Switch allows for it, I'm glad they took advantage of that opportunity for more multiplayer options, because that sort of thing just wasn't possible with the 3DS. I also noticed that you can use the emotion function very early on in the game. Before, you had to earn them one by one in Club LOL, and you could only get one per day. while now they seem to be all in one place. There's a lot of things I'm definitely looking forward to. From the little we've seen, I'm happy with the changes that were made. In a way, I like the fact that we haven't seen much. I want to go into playing New Horizons without knowing everything about it. I feel like I'll have a much different experience playing it that way. So I'm happy we're just getting an Animal Crossing on the Switch at all, and no matter how the game actually turns out, my new Leaf Town is still getting abandoned. I'm so sorry.